Hi, I'm Sharon Bill. As my lessons progress on through the ABRSM Grade 3 Discovering Music Theory workbook, I now move on to Chapter 6, looking at the topic of intervals. And we now look at the intervals in all of the keys that we've covered so far, in all of the grades 1, 2 and 3. And we now look at how to describe these intervals more accurately, describing whether an interval is perfect, major or minor. The full lesson can be found on my Patreon channel if you visit patreon.com/Sharon Bill. You'll find everything you need right there, and you can find links to this lesson in the cards and in the description box below. After this short little video, sample examples of this lesson will follow to show you just how I work with you step by step through every single exercise. Once you feel that you are ready to take your ABRSM Grade 3 Music Theory exam, I've written an exam technique guide, how to take your ABRSM Music Theory exam. It's full of tips and techniques on how to be best prepared for your exam, and also how to make the very best use of your time when you're actually taking the exam. This book is available from Amazon, and it's available in either ebook format or as a paperback, and you can find links to that in the cards and in the description box below. Also, all of the information can be found on my website. If you visit www.sharonbill.com, you'll find everything you need right there. Enjoy your studies. Bye. So a fourth is 1, 2, 3, 4. And if we just look at that from D, 1, 2, 3, 4, that takes us to G. And you can double check it if you want to step out the notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, and then of course you add your accidentals as necessary. B. So we must first of all bear in mind that F minor is related to A flat major. It has a key signature of B flats, E flats, A flats and D flats. And you can see how you need to know your key signatures, your relative majors and your minor keys, and we need to know all those. And so it's always helpful to just have them written out, all of the keys that you're going to be needing up to 4 sharps and 4 flats. And just have those at the ready so you can just quickly refer to them. And if you keep writing them out, you'll get to write them out in kind of 2 seconds flat, and then all of your information is there ready. So we now need to just count from this bass clef F, 1, 2, 3, 4. And that is a B, so it must therefore be B flat. And the thing to bear in mind is that because each scale is made up of a mixture of tones and semitones, full steps and half steps, we have different distances between the steps of the scale. And so don't think that just because it's a minor scale, it's made up of minor intervals. Because if you think, for example, C major begins C, D, E, C minor begins C, D, E flat. So C to D is the same distance in both scales. It's a major interval. The third degree of the scale changes from major to minor, however. And so the first job is to just get the number. So from 1 to 2, we're going from E to F. It's got to be from an E something to an F something to be a second of any sort. And we know that E major has F, C, G, D sharps. And so it must be F sharp. And then here we have a third, 1, 2, 3, E, F, G. It must be an E something to a G something. Now we know that E major has G sharps, E minor has G naturals, it's a semitone smaller, and we know that E minor has a key signature of F sharps only, doesn't it? And so to make this a major third, of course it's still a third, so it still needs to be the G, E, F, G, 1, 2, 3, and if we write that out, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We know that the third must be G something. Now the minor third is G natural. We know that E major has G sharps, and so it must have a G sharp. And we can see there it's become greater. The distance from the tonic has become greater. Major means greater, bigger. Now